Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gordon Frayne. We are back with another video. Today we're talking about Near Protocol. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to give it a thumbs up if you get any value out of today's video. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification icon as well, and you've got a free gift waiting for you below this video in the description. The Rise of Bitcoin, 100% free. Grab it at the link below, and let's talk about Near. So we've been covering Near on the channel for the past number of months, and price action has been underwhelming in line with the rest of the market since the middle of January. Essentially, we got a nice run up in price here for Near in the immediate aftermath of the US election results. November 5th, if we measure this through to this peak at the 6th of December, was a 128% gain for the price of Near in a 31-day period. This was a very nice spike, a nice run up in price, getting back above the 200-day simple moving average, but it was pretty short-lived. We only managed to hold above that $7.50 level for 3 to 4 days, if even, before pulling back to the downside. We lost the 200-day simple moving average here officially around the 23rd of January. We had been trying to hold above it. We were petering above and below before finally coming lower, moving back towards this level around $3 to $3.20, where we hung out here for the first few weeks of February. But as we got into March, we continued to come lower, and we came down to retest this level at about $2.18. If we zoom out on the chart here, we can see that level of support goes all the way back to December of 2023. And this high that we got to around $8.20 with the price of Near matched those previous highs that we got up to here in May of 2024. We did get a little bit higher in March in that Q1 run up in 2024, but since then we've basically come to retest just around that $8 mark before pulling all the way back to where we're at today at $2.54. So the bright side of things is you could argue that we're breaking out of this downtrend. We are coming back to retest it by the looks of it, but technically speaking, we broke out above this downtrend that we'd been in since the middle of December highs. We retested this multiple occasions here in the middle of January. We retested again. We tried to get up close to it here at the beginning of February. We got rejected once again at the beginning of March, and we finally broke out of that downtrend here around March 21st. We've continued moving to the upside and then pulling back right now. What I'd like to see would be a retest of the trend and a bounce here so that we can continue moving back up and to the right. It looks like there's still going to be a bit of time before we can actually reclaim that 200-day simple moving average. So let's see what Near can do as we move into Q2, and I think we could be in for a better Q2 overall compared to Q1 in the overall crypto markets. Again, it's been a pretty poor few weeks since those middle of January highs, not just for Near, but for Bitcoin. The entire market has been pulling back. The S&P and the stock market and equities have been pulling back over the course of Q1 as well, with underwhelming performance. And so hopefully, again, nothing is guaranteed, but hopefully Q2 will be a bit better compared to Q1. We've been seeing M2 global liquidity increasing. I've done other videos on the channel about that. You can check it out for yourself, guys. But for the moment, we need to see Near try to move back and reclaim that $3 mark and move swiftly towards that 200-day simple moving average. If you're not familiar with Near Protocol, it is a layer 1 blockchain, essentially honing in and focusing on artificial intelligence. Over the past year or so, there's been a lot of hype about AI, especially with all of this competition happening with OpenAI, with ChatGPT, with DeepSeek, with Claude, with Anthropic, and all of these different artificial intelligence companies that are essentially propping up the business cycle this time around. You've got the world's biggest companies, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Facebook, etc., all fighting essentially for a piece of the artificial intelligence pie. And I think you're seeing that permeate down into crypto as a result, with Near Protocol being, or at least trying to be, one of the leaders in this AI narrative. Again, I believe the founders of Near were very big in the AI space back a number of years ago. The white paper for Near does not outline anything to do with artificial intelligence, But it seems like they've made that pivot in recent times to hone in on more of the AI narrative. You can see if we come over to Near's website, near.org, the blockchain for AI is their tagline, and you can see them honing in on artificial intelligence, chain abstraction, intents, and using their protocol as a way for artificial intelligence agents to continue to scale and grow for businesses into the future. From an on-chain technical analysis perspective, I do think it's interesting to look at Near's growth over the past year. We can see it's grown from daily active addresses around that 2 million per day mark all the way up to 3 to 4 million per day. I will say, based on my research, it seems like there is one application in Asia in particular that contributes to a huge amount of the volume happening on Near from a daily active addresses standpoint. So again, you can take some of this data with a pinch of salt potentially, but technically speaking, even with that one app contributing to the majority of this daily active address count, it's clear that it's competing with many other layer 1 blockchains when it comes to activity, and is second only to Solana when it comes to daily active addresses. So definitely some good potential here, and if they can build out some other partnerships, get other applications using Near protocol as a settlement layer, we could see daily active addresses continue to increase and user base continue to increase on Near protocol as well. So lots of exciting growth happening. I want you to let me know, guys, are you holding Near protocol as part of your portfolio? Make sure to drop a comment below this video. If you're bullish on Near, I want to see and hear what you think about Near protocol, because zooming out, it's been a little bit underwhelming in terms of price action, but if we can continue to break out above this downtrend, move back towards the 200-day simple moving average, and continue to the upside, I think there's still lots of potential for Near protocol if we get another leg up with artificial intelligence later in this cycle. And speaking of price targets, last time I made a video about Near, I broke down my price targets for a bear case, base case, and bull case scenario. If you want me to put together an updated price target for Near, drop me a comment below this video. If there's enough comments, I will put together a brand new price prediction for Near for Q2 and as we extend throughout the rest of 2025. But as you can see in a bear case, I calculated it out for Near protocol to approach something around the $13 mark. Again, I think that's very achievable given that we broke $8 just a couple months ago, and we've got lots of potential growth in the business cycle and in total crypto market cap yet to come, in my opinion. Again, not financial advice, guys. Always do the fundamental and technical research for any asset you're considering investing in. In a bear case, what I was thinking is total crypto market cap could get up closer towards $7 trillion US dollars. That could potentially give Near a $30 price target if it can get up to about 0.55% dominance. And again, that dominance number is pretty important because if we look at Near's dominance chart as well, we can see that its dominance has been moving to the downside. Last time I made that price prediction, dominance was still back here at this 0.12% level, which it's essentially stayed at for the past couple of months since the beginning of February. And hopefully we can find support here and continue to move back to the upside with Near dominance. Again, looking back to different periods in 2024, when we were putting in previous all-time highs, we did get Near dominance all the way up to almost 0.4%. So again, thinking about dominance getting to 0.55 at the peak of the bull cycle in a base case scenario is definitely not unfathomable, given that we've already been pretty close to 0.4% for Near dominance. And then finally, in the bull case, I was thinking total crypto market cap could get as high as $9 trillion US dollars. If Near can get all the way up to 0.75% dominance, that's going to give us a $67 billion market cap and a potential price target of around $52.69. Again, not financial advice, guys. This is what I ran the numbers on, breaking down total crypto market cap, the dominance for Near, and the amount of Near tokens in circulation by Q4 of 2025. It is an inflationary token. There is going to be new tokens being released every couple of months. And again, you can see that from the tokenomics here. If we look at it, there is an annual inflation rate of 5% with NEAR, but 4.5% of that allocated to validators as rewards. So it is going to continue to increase its supply over time from a tokenomics perspective. And we have to price that in. We have to think about the tokenomics when pushing out those price predictions for later this year and later this cycle. So that's it for today, guys, in this quick update for NEAR protocol. Again, let me know, do you want to see an updated price target for NEAR in the comments? Drop me a comment below. And again, if you're someone who's looking to improve their skill set in terms of decentralized finance, jump on over to the Crypto Labs UIG, link in the description below this video. I'm helping out a whole bunch of clients over here in the UIG. It's a fantastic community for doing liquidity provision, earning passive income and yield from being a liquidity provider in decentralized finance. And there's lots of interesting opportunities on NEAR protocol from a DeFi perspective as well. You've got protocols where we can do liquid staking, lending and borrowing, generate yield with NEAR protocol specifically. I'm working with clients doing this on a daily basis. Check out the UIG, link is in the description below if you want to start earning yield and profiting from crypto and DeFi. Again, not financial advice, guys. Check it out for yourself. And as always, if you got any value out of today's video at all, please make sure to give it a thumbs up before you leave. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification icon. And once again, don't forget to grab your completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin, link below the video. Grab it now, and we'll catch you in the next one.